How Turkey, once a Christian land, became an Islamic nation. Today, Turkey is known as a Muslim-majority nation, famous for its mosques, bazaars, and Ottoman heritage. But what if I told you this land was once one of the most Christian regions in the entire world? This is the story of how a Christian heartland became an Islamic nation, the birthplace of early Christianity. In the 1st century, the region we now call Turkey, then known as Asia Minor, was a central stage for the growth of Christianity. The Apostle Paul traveled here, planting churches in cities like Ephesus, Galatia, and Colossae. The early church thrived here, and by the 4th century, Christianity was the dominant faith in the region. The famous Council of Nicaea, where key Christian doctrines were established, took place here in 325 AD. For over 1,000 years, this land was home to one of the strongest Christian empires in history, the Byzantine Empire. 2. The glory of Constantinople. The jewel of the Byzantine Empire was Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, a city filled with grand churches, libraries, and trade. It was the political and spiritual capital of Eastern Christianity. Hagia Sophia, built in the 6th century, stood as the largest church in the world for nearly 1,000 years, a symbol of Christian power and beauty. The rise of the Seljuks and Ottomans. But in the 11th century, Muslim Seljuk Turks began pushing into Byzantine lands. Over centuries, wave after wave of invasions weakened the empire. Then came the Ottomans, a rising Muslim power determined to take Constantinople. 1453, the fall that changed history. In 1453, Sultan Mehmed II, known as Mehmed the Conqueror, besieged Constantinople. After 53 days, the city fell. The Byzantine Empire was gone, and the Ottoman Empire made Islam the dominant religion. Hagia Sophia was turned into a mosque. Christian leaders were replaced, churches were converted, and the slow Islamization of the population began. Centuries of change. Over the next 500 years under Ottoman rule, Christianity never vanished, but it became a minority faith. Some Christians converted to Islam for social and economic benefits, others to avoid persecution or heavy taxes on non-Muslims. Yet small Christian communities survived: Greek Orthodox, Armenian, and Assyrian Christians, quietly keeping their faith. 6. The Modern Republic. In 1923, after the fall of the Ottoman Empire, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk founded the Republic of Turkey as a secular state. Religion was separated from government, but the population was already overwhelmingly Muslim. Today, Turkey's Christian heritage can still be seen, in ruins, in ancient churches, and in the stories of the land. But Islam is deeply rooted in its culture and identity. Turkey's story is a reminder of how faith, politics, and history can reshape a nation. Once a stronghold of Christianity, it is now a Muslim-majority country, but its Christian roots still whisper through its stones, its history, and its people. What other countries' forgotten Christian history should we explore? Comment below. Subscribe for more stories of faith, history, and courage.